Hey, good evening, YouTube. How y'all doing? This your boy Rob Thomas Jr. from the Real News Behind the News. Oh yeah, we finally figured out how to get it to go live, and we just gonna do a little test run, make sure that we got everything up and running. You know, we actually doing it from an Android phone since we don't have no real equipment. We just a Negro with a cell phone that run around here in Shreveport that gives you eyewitness account behind the scenes with your city politicians. We go places in Shreveport, and God has blessed us with connections here in this city that allow us to actually fight the power. Literally, we don't just talk about it at the Real News Behind the News. We be about it. Ask them people that own that landfill and all that other stuff. For some reason, that's somebody always calling the Real News Behind the News. But again, this is our first time live. We just practicing it. We're not going to even erase this video. We're going to keep it up. But we just want to use it to see what we have to do to make our next video better. And we going to hold on and see if anybody joins. If we see we got one person looking, let me see how can we work this chat. Okay, we got the chat up. We got everything going on. We trying to see, how people going to respond. Because I noticed we started out a long time ago here in real life. Again, in Shreveport, Louisiana, we fought the Harrison landfill. We was able to fight this company that was polluting my neighborhood, which is the largest black community in all America. It used to be known as the Cooper Road. It used to be known as Cooper. We had almost 60-some thousand black people in one small area that made us the largest all-black community in America. Well, anyway, they were polluting that landfill, and we actually had a chance to fight that. We actually beat them. Now, from that point on, we got it off into grassroots community activism, and we've been blessed to be in a position where we can literally leverage power for the people. If you go back and look at our track record, just look at Facebook, what we have been blessed to do. We can leverage our voice in favor of the people against the powers that be and actually force a change. Now, on this video here, again, we just practicing for live on our Android. We're gonna go and try to upgrade our whole little set, get the computers, the cameras, and everything, and try to build something a little bit more professional. But right now, I'm just doing this video as a test. We thank everybody that's following us, that's subscribed to our page. I don't like to say people following me, because I don't consider myself a leader, although everybody tell me, different. I don't consider myself as a leader. I'm just a person who I feel that God has put it in my heart to be a blessing to as many people as I can, because he has blessed me through so many people. So that's why we do what we do at the Real News Behind the News. I'm basically a father, of an 8-year-old son, man. Damn near 50 years old. I got an 8-year-old, and I want to see the world a better place for him and for other children. So again, I thank all you all who have subscribed over the last 2 to 3 months to our page. And I know that we haven't been as consistent, but there's been a lot of personal things we had to do trying to get a little business up and off the ground. And in further future live videos, I'll be able to tell y'all my personal story, why it's kind of hard for me to get employment. Well, I basically allude to it now. Even though I've been to universities and have a few, certificates and degrees behind me, I'm also a 3-time convicted felon from drug dealing, so I don't make no excuses for my actions. I done what I did. Messages are visible. Welcome to chat. Let me see. Remember to guard the prize. Okay. Again, y'all, I'm really just learning this thing here. So I'm basically trying to just figure it out. And as I go, I'm just rolling. And this is my first live YouTube video. So y'all gotta excuse me, man. I'm figuring out buttons. I'm sharing it live now to something happen. Actually, I don't know if it stopped recording while I did that or what, but if it did, y'all forgive me again. I'm just practicing. And I take what I do and take you all's comments to make myself better and to keep my content as relevant as possible, because again, we ain't finna sit up and entertain you and talk about how Oprah fucked over Michael Jackson and Gayle King, you know, screwed over R. Kelly. Now, we're not gonna try to entertain you. That's some shit. I mean, that's some stuff. Y'all excuse me, I cuss a lot in public, but on YouTube, I'm trying not to cuss. We're not gonna tell y'all about that, because you can get that on the mainstream media. You know, but what we try to do is tell you how the mainstream media lies to you on a daily basis. We at the Real News. I keep seeing something green flash up. And again, I don't know what's going on. This is my first time doing YouTube Live. But anyway, I'm doing fine. Thank you, Kroger lady. You know, again, we just practicing. We got a little time today. So we're going to, you know, really commit ourselves to taking our YouTube channel to the best level that we can. But most importantly, our main thing is keeping content relevant. Again, if we ain't got nothing real relevant to talk about, we're not going to be on here just to get likes and views. You know, people's time is too important. We're going to come to you with real issues that affect your day-to-day life. Now, a lot of times we talk about international issues, but it affects your day-to-day life. We talk about, you know, local and state issues politically and religiously that affects your life. We're not here so much to entertain, although we can get funny. You know, here around here, man, we could be very comedical. If you ask a lot of people that know me, I do, you know, I could be a very crazy guy at times, for real. Just check me out on Facebook. But the reality of it is, we here in Shreveport, Louisiana, we are actually a grassroots organization that affects and makes change, which has allowed us to be in rooms with your mayor, your governor, your state representatives, your senators, and your congressmen. God has blessed us to do that. And here I am, a 3-time convicted felon. You know, most of these people would not be seen with me in any otherwise, but God has blessed me with such a voice that the respect and power that God has given me amongst the people, they ain't got no choice but to listen to me. We shut stuff down here in Shreveport that's not benefiting the people. We are a voice for the voiceless. We are one who's crying in the wilderness. You're a religious guy. And again, here at Real News Behind News, we don't affiliate ourselves with any political party. We're not Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative. We're not none of that. We're not Christian, Muslim, Jew. We don't get off in none of that, because we believe all that serves as a means to divide us as people. I'm just a black man trying to make things better for my 8-year-old son and my fiance. And that's all the Real News Behind the News is. And that motivates me to get out and fight for my community, because I want my home to be on point. I want my street to be on point. I want my neighborhood to be on point. I want my community to be on point. So what we do is challenge black people to think a lot differently. We just consider us as that black news organization that look at things from a wider perspective than a lot of these so-called conscious Negroes who just want to talk about Africa and Kemet. No, we talk about geopolitics, because half them niggas don't even understand what's going on in Palestine is, again, indicative of what you're seeing in your neighborhood. So I space a lot of them cats off too. You know, who cares? I don't despair slavery. I hate it. We talk about it. We fight against it here today, against the prison system. But at the same time, at what point do we stop dwelling on the past and work today? Excuse me, y'all. Again, that's my. What point do we stop dwelling on what happened in the past and make a better future, starting today for our children, man? You know, at what point do we people in Shreveport? 65% of our population now is black, but we are the poorest people, literally, in America. And you got all these black politicians controlling. So at what point do we as black people fight the corruption and stop voting for these black people just because it's Auntie Miss Marie? Ain't it? Uncle Charlie got elected to city council, as if I'm supposed to give a crap. If Uncle Charlie is not doing what he's supposed to do for my grandmama, then me and Uncle Charlie got a problem. So we address these issues, but not only do we talk about them on Facebook, but we get out in real life and fight them. Y'all can follow us on the Facebook channel, Facebook page, Real News Behind News, and you'll see that we've been blessed to shut down this city. And here I am again, a 3-time convicted felon, a former drug dealer. I'm gonna just put that out there. 3 times. I just beat these folks on a life sentence for marijuana, selling marijuana. And I'm like, I'm telling these folks, wait a minute, how you gonna give me life for selling a couple of pounds? Y'all excuse me, I'm gonna have to take that I'm gonna have to decline it, but I gotta go because that's a job I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be painting this lady house. That's what I do. Since they shut me because I'm a 3-time convicted felon, I created my own dough. Now I do whatever I gotta do legally to take care of my son. But I asked them people, let me say this, I'm gonna go, how you gonna give me life for selling a couple of pounds a week of some shit that these folk here now selling hundreds of tons of legally around the country every hour? No. And once I beat that experience, and it changed my life. And ever since that day, 4 years ago, I've been on a mission to open the eyes of my fellow brothers out here in the streets, man. So I guess you could call me your ghetto prophet, your voice of the streets, you know what I'm saying, the voice box for the street, whatever you want to call me, but I represent those who wear t-shirts, khakis, and dickies, you know what I'm saying? I represent those who struggle from 9 to 5 and still barely can stay alive. I represent those who kids have to go to bed hungry because even though they paying all the bills, they just ain't got enough. So that's who I try to speak for, and that's who I speak to. So, hey, y'all give me a second, man. Let me call this lady back so I can go up here and check on this job. Y'all stay tuned later on tonight after I get settled. I'm going to be doing a couple more videos that I upload. And if we get enough response on this, I'll do another live video tonight. Y'all can ask me any question that y'all want to ask me, and I'll try to give you the best answer. If I don't know, I'm going to be real. I tell you the truth. But I'm going to be real. God has blessed us with enough knowledge and research for the last 48 years, man. I've been on a quest for knowledge. And I found the truth. Once them folk tried to put me away for life for some marijuana, that white supremacy is real. And this shit here in the dope game is just a game, fellas. Let me say this before I go. If you think you can win the dope game, I got some property called Barksdale Air Force Base right across the street. I would love to sell you. Hey, y'all be blessed, man. Okay, how I cut this?